Yo, 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 what it do, everybody? Guru Nation, stand up. We're live, y'all. The Guru Nation Power Hour. Ready to roll. I'm your host, Spencer, the Guru. Had another Monday night doubleheader. We had the Titans-Dolphins, a bleh matchup, but then we had a really fun, explosive offensive shootout between the Seahawks and the Lions. So, yeah, going to recap that as well as get into our main topics for tonight, which will be to get a head start on the Week 5 waiver wire, y'all. Figured it's always good to get a head start on the waiver wire, even though it's just Monday night. Try to get ahead of the competition for tomorrow. So watch the show tonight. You'll be good for tomorrow. And even if you miss the show tonight, peep the replay tomorrow, because most of these waiver wire claims will be relevant for tomorrow. Waiver wire claim recommendations. Depending on your league, you won't want to claim all of these guys I'm going to bring up, but going to bring up a good amount of options for y'all so y'all can get right here heading into the mid-season. Y'all are about to say it's 4 weeks in. The early season's over. I mean, we're 4 weeks in. We're a month in. We know what's up. So, I mean, there's obviously things that change. Nothing set in stone. It's the NFL, the most unpredictable league in the book, which is why we keep coming back to it. It's always fun. Us fantasy players have a good time. But let's run this intro thing, and we'll get into the meat and potatoes here on the Guru Nation Powwow. Hell yeah. Shout out to Peacock for that intro. Kaka! The Power Hour. Couldn't be done without him, as well as all the fine folks at the Gin Wealth Net. Shout out to Bogart Scott Free, keeping it lit on the Monday night stream. Him, Peacock, and JD held it down tonight for the Monday night doubleheader. So, yeah, we're here to close out the night here on the Power Hour. So, we'll do just that. So let's get into it here. We're going to put these Monday night games to bed and then get into the crux of our show, which is going to be the waiver wire, stock report, injury report. We got all that jazz for y'all that love fantasy football. And then we'll have some Saints talk, of course. Got to rep the 504 through thick and thin, y'all. We were riding high the first 2 weeks. Now we're kind of down bad, but hey, we're still 500. We ain't giving up. Yeah, we're at the Chiefs this week, but I ain't really that scared of the Chiefs. We'll get more into that in the little Saints segment. And then to close it out, we've, of course, got In My Humble Opinion, where this week I don't really have that many humble opinions like I normally do, but I have one, though, that's going to kind of shock y'all a bit. So we're going to get to that when the segment comes. Might have a couple more that get thrown in. Might think of a couple more between now and then. But yeah, stay tuned for the end. In my humble opinion, we might have Bogart, who's so I think we will have Bogart Scott Free more than likely to give some humble opinion at the end. Shout out Bogue. But yeah, just reading this text there. I'm not going to read it on air, but there we go. We got our first chat person, and it's a troll. Sold Shiesty. I'll take my L. It's all good. It's all good. Y'all got us, bruh. But if we wouldn't have freaking turned the ball over like a bunch of idiots, like we had y'all, man. We outgained y'all and everything. Like, I mean, you can say rise up all you want, but I know y'all got the dub, so I'm not trying to take that away from y'all, but man, we had that shit, man. We had it won, but oh well, you win some, you lose some. We'll get more into that in the Saints segment. Let's put these Monday night games to bed. We'll start off with the ugly one, get the bad news out the way. The Titans and the Dolphins, bro. And at least the Titans showed a little bit, man. Shout out to Mason Rudolph. Nothing pretty, but I mean, although, man, I thought he did better than he did. Man, he must have struggled in the second half. Damn, he had been completing a good amount, but then ended up 9 of 17 there. Not too hot from Mr. Rudolph. Only 85 yards. I'm glad because I had D-Hop. No, I was facing D-Hop in a league. And so, yeah, I'm kind of glad that the Titans stunk, so I didn't really have. I kind of stayed away from D-Hop this year. Although I got him late in a couple leagues, I didn't start him. So anyway, wasn't relying on him. Did Calvin Ridley do anything? I don't think. He had a carry for 10 yards. This is the positive takeaway here, though. With Rudolph in there, it seemed to get the running game going. Like Will Levis, a lot of times was too wanting to force things. Where Rudolph, it seemed like it was just more conservative. Let the game come to him. Let the run game take over. They had the lead. Let's see, yeah, they had to lead the whole game damn near. So it's, I think, maybe the whole time. I don't know who scored first, but even if they didn't, I mean, the point is that they were in control of the game the entire time. So they're able to get conservative, run the ball. And Tony Pasta, forget about it. Shout out to Tino. Tony Pasta finally had a good game there. And got a tug. Tajay Spears did his thing. Did they catch anything? Tajay 2 for nothing. Pasta 2 for 20. They didn't do much as receivers, but they controlled the clock on the ground, ran the ball well. Ridley, another dud from Ridley. This is 2 weeks in a row of a no-show from Calvin Ridley. D-Hop didn't do anything. Tyler Boyd. Yeah, it's safe to say you can't trust anything to do with the Titans passing game. So freaking Kev, shout out to Heart to Start. Kev was wanting to trade me Ridley earlier in the week, and I was just like, nah, I can't do that, bro. He wanted Olave. Even when Olave caught the hammy, I was just like, nah, man. And yep, Titans finally won. Start Rudolph. They can go to the playoffs. I'm not gonna go that far, but I definitely think the way their offense is, he's a better fit. Like that's just with Will Levis, man. Like he's just too green right now. Like he is not. I agree that Rudolph, if they want to try to win some games, you go with Rudolph. Because Levis, I mean, he's a turnover machine. I was joking with JD on the Thursday stream. That dude's good for a pick six a week, it seems like. And he was well on his way to throwing another pick six. He threw a pick in only one series. He's just, he ain't too hot. But yeah, Rudolph, pretty good game manager. And oh, by the way, it is a power hour. So grab your drinks. Cheers. We're sipping on the old banquet tonight. So, yeah, cheers. Another power hour, y'all. Woo! Let's get it. All right. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. I mean, hey, we can still be friends. I mean, we might not be friends on Sundays, but we can still be cool, man. Salute, man. I appreciate you. Soul Shiesty, our newest Guru Nation subscriber here on the YouTube. Appreciate y'all, man. Let's keep building this YouTube up, man. We're trying to do more. It's tough. I'm also a sports writer, so I'm very busy with that during the week, even during the weekend a lot of times. But we come on here live when we can, talk our ish with this fantasy and NFL talk. And yeah, we get it. We get to run it back. I tell y'all what, we're not turning it over twice again, that's for sure. So y'all better come with a better game plan next game, because we ain't slipping up like that again. Y'all gonna have to beat us straight up next time. We ain't spotting y'all 14 points again. I'm just gonna leave it like that. So Kirk Cousins, man, the Kyle Pitts no show, man. They y'all gonna have to come with more firepower than that, but I can't talk too much ish this week since we took the L. But yeah, let's finish up recapping this Dolphins deal. Yeah, this is a disaster, man. And shout out to Devin Jackson, my friend who works with the Philadelphia Inquirer. He gives really good NFL insight. He's an NFL draft analyst over there. Dude really knows what he's talking about. And he basically told me with Miami, the issue there isn't really a Tua thing. Like a lot of people point to, well, they don't have Tua, and yeah, that's obviously hurting them some. But the main issue in Miami is the trenches and the lack of a running game, man. They are not a physical football team. They're getting beat up, man. I mean, they just got beat up by freaking Tennessee. It was an 0-3 football team. I mean, that's inexcusable. They just don't have a good foundation up front, and as a result, they're taking these L's week after week. The only dub they got was week 1 against Jacksonville, and it was real close, and that was with Tua, and we all know Jacksonville's not good. So yeah, man, I mean, it's just, Trey, y'all ain't gonna get much for him. But yeah, so Anyway, this Miami deal, it's just, I mean, Snoop Huntley now to QB. I mean, Snoop Huntley's nothing special. We know the deal with him. I mean, there's a reason the Ravens were willing to let him walk. He's nothing special. And Jalen Wright showed a little bit, but again, he's just a rookie. And just, I mean, him and A-Chain just don't really seem to complement each other well. They're missing Mostert, man. Without Mostert, like Mostert's their guy that's kind of like the early down ground and pound guy. And without him, they cannot run the ball whatsoever. And hell yeah. Yeah, A-Chain, man. A-Chain sold. I only have him in one league. And of course, it was a close match. And yeah, because he only got 5 points, I freaking lost. It was A-Chain versus JSN. He was ahead of me by 1 point. I was projected to win coming into the night, and stupid A-Chain just completely sold. But oh well. Fletcher Cox. What up, Fletcher? Would you trade Ramondre and Wandale for Dobbins? Nah, bro. Keep Ramondre and Wandale. I actually really like Wandale as a waiver wire ad this week. Ramondre, I know the offense sucks, but he still gets volume over there. I'd hold tight there. J.K. Dobbins, man, they're on a bye this week. Plus the Chargers just aren't impressing me on offense. So Justin Herbert's beat up, man. It's just, yeah, I wouldn't touch this trade, man. I think Ramondre's better head up than Dobbins rest of way, and you're having to give up Wandale. But if you're getting, sometimes I like it's, you know, if you're getting, you know, Ramondre and Wandale, take it. But I would not trade them away for Dobbins. And yeah, there you go, man. There you go. I bet he thought he had the week one. I know I did. I was like, A-Chain versus JSA. And it was a standard league, the league I'm only in one or two. I think that's the only standard league I'm still in. And that's kind of why I drafted A-Chain in that one, because I was like, well, it's a standard scoring league. He's in a good offense. Should get a lot of touchdowns, but they have been anything but a good offense this year. So A-Chain looking like a bust. Glad I stayed away from him in my money leagues. That league ain't a money league. I wouldn't play a Standito for money. That's for sure. But it's just a one for fun from back home. So, but anyway, Jalen Waddle, their lead receiver. Nothing special. Man, Tyreek Hill, bro. Tyreek Hill without Tua has absolutely tanked. Now that's something that I feel like, you know, is definitely getting affected by no Tua. You know, the Tyreek Hill Waddle declines. Like, you know, I understand the thing that Devin brought up about the trenches as far as why they're not winning games, but as far as this fantasy stuff, it's like Waddle and Hill are definitely getting sold by not having Tua. Not having Tua is absolutely killing their deep passing game. And yeah, it's just not the, yeah, exactly. Shout out to Bogey just pulling up here in the chat. He is not the freak without the tuna fish, 100%. And I figured his numbers would drop off, but not this much. I figured Waddle would get hurt. I thought this would hurt Waddle more, but man, this is actually probably hurting Tyreek Hill more, especially considering that we drafted Tyreek Hill so high. Luckily, I don't have any Tyreek shares. I didn't get many high picks this year. I got pretty much all later picks, so I don't really have any. I had no CMC and no Tyreek Hill. Got really fortunate with that. What about Ramondre for Dobbins straight up? I think I slightly prefer Ramondre. I mean, yeah, it's very close. You know, I could, like, because Dobbins is definitely the guy there for the Chargers. I mean, he's the guy. He didn't do much though this past week. I mean, all he had was 14 for 32. I mean, the past 2 weeks he's averaged less than 3 yards a carry. I mean, he's not been anything special. Ramondre really struggled in week 3. Did a little better this week. Still not that great, but I would still go Ramondre. Bro. So no, I'd keep Ramondre. Should I pick up Chubb? Yeah, his practice window open, so yeah, I mean, I'd probably pick him up. Probably worth a pickup unless you're in a shallow league. But yeah, let's recap our last game here real quick before we get to the waiver wire talk, and that is the Lions. Rawr, Lions now 3-1 take down the Seahawks. That was a fun game. Those two teams, that's always fun when the Lions take on the Seahawks. I believe they played each other now like the past 3 years, and I feel like every year that game is like a fun fantasy shootout. And well, what up, Spencer? Cheers to you, brother. Hell yeah. All right. So let's recap this one real quick. Geno, 56 pass attempts. God damn, I knew they were throwing a lot, but I didn't realize it was that much. Man, he had a hell of a fantasy game. Only one touchdown, but 38 rushing yards and 395 passing yards. Man, we don't see that too much nowadays. The NFL hadn't been having those kind of like 350 plus yard passing outings much anymore with all these mobile QBs and such. So yeah, nice to see Geno slinging that thing. Man, almost 400 yards through the air. That was dope to see. I knew they were throwing it a lot, but then in K-Dot, bro, Ken Walker, bro, 3 tugs, man. 3 tugs for Ken Walker. Hell of a return to the field. Missed the past few weeks with injury, but returned with a vengeance, man. Shout out to K Walker. DK had a strong night, especially for PPR. JSN had a nice PPR outing. No touchdowns other than the AJ Barner, a tight end. Noah Fant played. He didn't do a whole lot. Jake Bobo got in the mix a little bit. Ken Walker caught a few. Charbonnet caught a few. Did Charbonnet get any? Nah, he didn't really get involved on the ground, but he caught a few passes. Not a completely wasted day for Charbonnet, but nothing special. But yeah, the big 3 receivers all did their thing. Lockett got in some, JSN, DK with the most. So yeah, all pretty much all good for Seattle. Good to see them turning up. And in Detroit, Goff bounced back. Damn, 18 for 18. A perfect day for Goff through the air. Great to see Goff no longer Goffle. He was really dope. And yeah, let him know, man. James Jones, our in my humble opinion segment, man. Now James Jones on the former Packer receiver on, I think it's on FS1. He now says, in my humble opinion, after all his takes. So it's catching on, man. It's catching on. Hey, imitation's the best form of flattery, so I'll take it, man. In my humble opinion, man. Just wish he'd plug me once or twice. That's all I ask. Just one plug, James. Just one little 2-second plug, man. And speaking of the Guru Nation, man, I gotta plug the brand here because it's like if I don't, who's gonna? So let's see. Yeah, let me pull the shirt. So the shirt, y'all. Guru Nation. We're live and lit here every Monday evening with the Guru Nation Power Hour. Shout out to Miles Peacock for whipping up these dope t-shirts. He's got, I don't know if he's still got a sale, but he runs sales a lot. And yeah, it's one of those things where go on his site and you'll find something you like. He's got so many different dope designs on there. So shout out to that. And yeah, that's a big pause, my boy. Yep. God damn. I don't know. Did I say that? If I did, then big pause. I'll be backstage in a few. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, it'll probably be when we were 11:30. So like 20, 25 more minutes. That'll be our last segment, in my humble opinion, because we went on at 45. So the last 15 minutes will be humble opinions, or maybe sooner. Just yeah, whenever you're free, I'm gonna go over this waiver wire the next 15, 20 minutes or so. But yeah, after that, I'll be ready. So hell yeah, brother. Appreciate you, Bogey. Yeah, Abendroth threw a receiving touchdown. That was dope to see. And he also caught one late, helped me win a matchup. Monday Night Miracle. He brought us some Monday Night Miracles there, as well as Jamison Williams, baby. Caught the big tug, 70 yards to the house, man. And you love to see this, man. Laporta was back. He did okay, nothing special, but at least he did a little something for those that started him. Just even Tim Patrick got in on the fantasy party a little bit. And then 2 tugs for Gibbs, a tug for Monty. Monty caught a pass for 40. That was nice. Gibby, did Gibby catch anything? Doesn't look like it. That's kind of disappointing. That's the only disappointing thing about this from the Detroit perspective. Everything else was dope, but I mean, Gibbs had a hell of a game on the ground, 2 tugs, so nothing to complain about here. This was just a good old fantasy party, baby. Where's the little drop? We got to pull it up from for Peacock. The little where's that joint, y'all? I gotta do it, man. I gotta do it. I gotta pull this joint up. Where is that joint? Give me 2 seconds, y'all. I'll have it up. It's just a little sound effect here. This joint. I mean, that shit was just, and it's still going. A fantasy party! A freaking fantasy party right here. We love to see it, man. Lions, Seahawks, baby. Hell of a freaking game. So, all right, y'all. Time for the waiver wire. For those that have stuck with us, appreciate y'all on the Guru Nation Power Hour. Let's do it. Yes, sir. Waiver wire. Oh, I didn't mean to play those twice. All right, Jamaicans, chill out. Chill out, Jamaicans. All right, let's do the waiver wire. I'm still trying to get used to all this because oh, I gotta switch back. Yeah, because we got more shit now in the queue. So let me take a drink and get that power hour going. Oh, you go. Shout out to Paul. Appreciate you tuning in. You beat Troy. Okay, yeah, I took the L. I was just going over that. I lost to Byron. Freaking A-Chain sold me, man. Freaking sold me, man. I think I'm 1-3 in our league, bro. SMH. One of my few 1-3s. I'm at least 2-2 in most of my leagues, but that league, man, that's a tough league, bro. You did really good last year in your first year. I'm a former champion in that league, but it's been a minute. I don't know what's going on with me in that league. It's a standito, standard score, and I feel like that kind of throws me off because I'm so used to drafting PPR. But no excuses, man. Got to do better. So, and speaking of that, man, I need to do better at finding these damn banners. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. Let's start it off with QB, our Week 5 waiver wire targets. Let's start it off with the quarterback position. And the first name I got to mention, we just talked about him, but, I mean, Geno Smith, baby, to me, has got to be at the top of the list for those looking at a QB. Only 29% rostered, and, bruh, we already know the Seahawks, man, they are going to sling that thing. Probably won't sling it as much this week. They're going against the Giants, so that doesn't project to be a super high-scoring game. This projects more as a Ken Walker week, but even with that being said, I still think with all those weapons Geno's got, they're going to throw it a good amount. And Seattle's defense got exposed tonight. I mean, they had a really easy schedule to start, but Giants offense, I mean, they moved the ball well against Dallas. They just couldn't punch it in on Thursday night. They moved the ball pretty well, though. So in Week 5, Seahawks Giants, it could be somewhat back and forth. So to me, Geno is a really good QB ad for this week. I know he's just coming off a good game, but maybe he'll get a few more touchdowns this week. That would help him a little bit. Probably won't get the 395 yards again, but, we don't need him to throw for that much. If we just need him as a streamer, because we do have some teams on bye week. The Lions are on bye, as well as the Eagles, the Chargers, and one other team. I'm trying to remember them offhand. I forgot the fourth team. I'll think of them when I can. But, yeah, those are the four teams on bye. Yeah, let's see. Who's the fourth one, man? I'm just going to have to look it up because I don't want to leave y'all hanging on that. Tennessee. I knew it was some crap team. Yeah, Tennessee. Tennessee and the Lions both played tonight. They're on bye this coming week. And then the Chargers and Eagles. All right, so that means if you got Jared Goff or Jalen Hurts or Justin Herbert, I don't think anyone's got Will Levis as their starter. I really hope not. But Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Jared Goff. You need a replacement for them. Geno Smith profiles is a really good option there. So, and speaking of Flacco, yeah, for those in deep leagues, Joe Flacco is a really good ad, especially in Superflex if he's floating out there. Because guess what, y'all? Anthony Richardson can't stay healthy. And preseason's over now, bro. We're 4 weeks in. No more preseason, man. This is a real deal now. So, anyway, for those that don't know, we joked that the first 3-4 weeks are basically the preseason since they cut the preseason and training camp. But that'll actually be, we'll have more on that later in my humble opinion segment. But as far as Flacco, though, yeah, he's at Jacksonville this week. If he gets a start, I love him in Superflex and even in single QB if you need a spot start. Not sure, though, if he'll get to start, though. Anthony Richardson is day-to-day, so we'll see if he gives it a go. But if he doesn't, Flacco's a good play. But in Superflex, I go ahead and add Flacco regardless of Richardson's status because Richardson's always banged up. So if you have Flacco all, stashed away in the Superflex, if Richardson goes down again, and you got yourself a really good quarterback. So there you go. Joe Flacco, really good ad this week for those in deeper leagues. But Justin Fields is the one And my dad's saying, what about Darnold? I mean, Darnold is rostered in damn near half of leagues. Plus, he doesn't have a very good matchup this week. Who does Minnesota get? I'm wanting to say it's a pretty tough team. Yeah, the Jets. The Jets are one of the best defenses. So I don't really like Darnold this week. I actually really like Geno and then also Justin Fields. Justin Fields, 34% rostered, going against Dallas. So I think Fields is a good play this week. Justin Fields actually, well, I don't know. Geno, I think may have had the most, but Justin Fields it's Jordan Love. Jordan Love had the highest, followed by, where is Geno? Because he didn't have the touchdowns. Okay, I was like, Geno, I thought I had more. Well, he threw for all the yards. He only had the one touchdown. Well, so man, Fields though had, I believe, 4 total touchdowns this week. No, 3, 2 rushing, 1 passing. Had over 312 passing yards though. And then this week, guess what, y'all? He gets the freaking crappy Dallas defense, who's likely going to be without Micah Parsons. Sorry, Tino and Derek. So I think Justin Fields is going to shred again this week. Russell Wilson, I don't think it's a problem. I mean, the way Fields has been playing, they'd be idiots to switch back to Wilson. Or see, they never even turned. I mean, he was hurt at the start, and they just going with Fields all the way. 3-1 took their first L in week 4, but it wasn't by a lot. They competed well, and Fields did well. So I think he's a good play this week against Dallas. So there y'all go. Running backs now. Let's move on to the running back position. They had a lot of potential options this week. So the first name I like to mention, and I take a drink before because I don't even want to think about it. But Tyler Algier, y'all, a dirty Falcon. Gotta shout him out though, because guess what? Bijan Robinson, they're thinking injured his hamstring to where it's a short week. If Bijan can't go on Thursday, Tyler Algier becomes a must start. Tampa Bay, normally a good run defense. I don't think they've been as good this year. They did pretty good this past week against Philly, but Philly's all beat up. So, as Bogey likes to call him, Al Boo Boo. Keep it on Al Boo Boo. He's a good play this week because even if Bijan does give it a go, I think he'll be kind of limited. And this past week, Al Boo Boo was more involved than ever because Bijan was kind of banged up. So, I'd give Algier a look. 41.7% rostered. So, he's not available in a huge amount of leagues, but I mean, over half of them. So, give him a look. These next ones aren't owned in as many. They'll probably be available in your league unless you play in deep degenerate leagues like me and Bogey do, as well as all our other Gen Wealth panel members. So shout out to them. But yeah, for most of our viewers, these running backs will be available. I would think Alexander Madison. I hate to say this one because I was high on Zamir White this offseason, but guess what? Zeus has not been Zeus. He has been a zebra, or even I don't know what. Z is such a positive letter, man. Everything with Z is cool. Like, ooh, here you do it with a Z. Like Z is just like a cool letter. So, damn it, Zamir White, do better for the letter Z. Stop letting us down. Damn it, freaking Zeus, man. Oh boy, ain't no Zeus. He's been killing us. So, as a result, Antonio Pierce he straight up said Madison's going to be more involved moving forward, and I believe him because he's been the more expensive. Oh, there we go. Zero. That's no one wants to be zero. So he is not Zeus. He is not Zorro. He is a zero. Exactly. Yeah. So there you go. So there. Thank you for that, Bogey. But yeah, freaking Alexander Madison though at Denver been a better defenses lately. So better defense lately. So Alexander Madison could be a decent play this week. So keep an eye on him. But my favorite ad among running backs this week, y'all, Kareem Hunt. I mean, 21.4% rostered, and he was already back as the Chiefs' primary back. And with the Rashee Rice news, I mean, they're definitely going to have to lean on the run a good amount moving forward. And Kareem Hunt, until Pacheco comes back, man, Kareem Hunt is the primary guy over there. I mean, he knows the system. He was Andy Reid's guy as a rookie way back in 2017. Led the league in rushing as a rookie. So, and then, yeah, Steele fumbled. He got demoted. Andy Reid is not patient with rookies. So, and I mean, Kareem Hunt never slipped up until his off the field stuff. So now that he's back with the Chiefs, I think he's going to be really good fantasy plays. I would spend, if you still got fab money, if you still got all your fab, I'd spend like half your fab on Kareem Hunt if you need running back help. But even if you're not that desperate, I'd probably still spend like 20 to 25% of it, unless you're really stacked at the running back spot. And yeah, T Money, what up, bro? Yeah, we're doing trade questions. Throw them in, man. Fire away. The other ones, Trey Sermon's the one. If you're in a real deep league, that could be a good play for this week. Jonathan Taylor diagnosed with a high ankle sprain, but a mild high ankle sprain, so he'll probably miss a week, maybe 2. So if he does, Trey Sermon's a good play. I'd get on that, just in case he's out, because he's had a good matchup at Jacksonville, and they run a lot. So Trey Sermon, good ad this week. But for those some little outside the box plays real quick. Kendre Miller, y'all, is supposed to come off IR. I know Kamara's the guy with the Saints, but I mean, he's been seeing such a big workload. I think they're going to have to scale that back a little bit. So Kendre Miller, I think, will be more involved. So if he comes back healthy, he could be a good play in the second half. So if you're in a deeper league or have bench spots, pick him up, stash him. Don't expect production out of him these next few weeks, but maybe by the second half, he'll carve out a role in the Clint Kubiak offense. Another name for those looking for kind of a quick fix in deep PPR leagues, y'all, Justice Hill. Justice Hill's got a pretty steady role there in Baltimore as the third down back. King Henry, Derrick Henry, of course, their main guy, but Justice Hill did a good amount as a receiver this past week, gets a few carries as well. So at Cincy, could be a decent PPR flex play, but I probably wouldn't mess with it unless you're in deeper leagues. Tank Bigsby got a good game this past week. Travis Etienne was banged up. Etienne should be fine, though, moving forward, so don't expect Bigsby to be a workhorse or anything, but I think he could be a pretty good ad because Etienne hadn't been too hot this year, and I think it could, unless Etienne gets in a groove, it could become more and more of a committee. So Tank Bigsby, y'all, keep an eye on him. And then here's a real deep, greasy one for y'all. Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook could be fantasy relevant, potentially. I'm not saying he will be, but potentially. 2.7% rostered. I feel like the Cowboys are about done with Zeke. Rico Dowdle, Rico Suave. He's there to stay, that's for sure, but he's not really a workhorse. So I think down the stretch, it'll be Rico and Dalvin Cook. I think they'll demote Zeke, and not saying Dalvin Cook's going to be a stud or anything, but I think this is the time to where he's probably worth rostering, because I would think they're going to elevate him from the practice squad this week. He's had 4 weeks now, so keep an eye on Dalvin Cook. Okay. I don't know, man. I just looking at that game, and he looked like he was all in with Hunt. I'm just going off that. And I mean, Steele could still get a little something because they have P Ryan too, but then they'll be getting CEH back. So I just think though Hunt looked like the guy, just looking at the raw numbers. So, if you have the fab, I mean, don't blow all your fab, but if you've got fab, I think Kareem Hunt's worth a good amount of fab. Yeah. It happens. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But I mean, you're lucky, dude. Traded Hurts for Henry. 10-man PPR. All right, here's the question from T Money. 10-man PPR. Burrow, Jacobs, Connor, CD, Chase, Kincaid, DK. I'm guessing that's Jameson, Williams, Ford, Chase, Brown, Downs, Geno, Worthy, and Brooks on IR. Okay. 2-2. All right. Yeah, that team looks pretty solid. I don't really see any holes there. This guy is 0-4. He has Kyron and Olave. What should I cook up to get him? Maybe J-Mo and Worthy for Olave. Yeah, that'd be a good, 2 for 1. You have depth, could flip. Yeah, I would do that. He has JT, Aaron Jones, London, and Ayuk. Any possible targets? JT, that'd be a good target since he's got the ankle right now. If the guy's 0-4, he's probably panicking, like, damn it, So JT, I mean, you could package him like Connor and Brooks. Well, I mean, he probably won't want Brooks in his down. Chase Brown, that'd be a good one for him. Package him Connor and Chase Brown and get back JT. And I mean, you could still start Jacobs and Ford for this week. I would think Ford will, even if Chubb comes back good, I don't think Chubb will be a workhorse or anything until the second half. So I still think Ford's a decent play the next few weeks, and then Jacobs. So, and then you'll have JT back pretty quick, I would think. So, Aaron Jones, London, and Ayuk. Any possible targets out of Dev? I don't think I'd mess with London and Ayuk. You've got a good receiving core, bro. You got CD, Chase, DK. Like, if you can do the 2-for-1, the Olave deal, and the JT, if you can do those, like, yeah, do those and then call it a day. I wouldn't mess with worrying about London or Ayuk. So, because London and Ayuk probably wouldn't even start for you. I mean, you've got, I'd say CD, Chase, and DK are all more valuable than London or Ayuk at this point. So, because DK is looking like the real deal this year. He's having a career year. So, yes, sir. Yeah, go see what's cooking, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, receivers, y'all. The wide receiver position. Big Mike Williams could be an option. He's not my top option, but just wanted to throw him out there because with the way the Jets are running things, man, it's not really a volume offense there. It's an offense that's like Bogey was saying, Rodgers is just kind of, way he runs things, it's kind of like, it's not very fantasy friendly, but Mike Williams, a big play guy, might have some opportunities for big plays coming up. They're at the Vikings this week, a defense that just got torched by Green Bay in the second half, giving up big plays. So I think Mike Williams could be a decent streaming option there. Kind of the opposite of him is Wan'Dale Robinson, the good PPR guy. And yeah, I appreciate you, T Money. Hell yeah, we always look out for the comments, man. For sure, man. Please come back and see us, man. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. And yeah, this is the point Bogey made earlier. Rodgers is very slow and methodical, and he only goes hurry up if need be. Yeah, exactly. You know, so Mike Williams, it's like, I think that's kind of good for Mike Williams. He's kind of slow, methodical, then boom, he'll hit Mike Williams for a big one. So, yes, sir. But Wan'Dale, I think, is a good PPR play at Seattle. Seattle just gave up booty to the receiver position this week. You know, the Giants obviously not explosive like Detroit, but Wan'Dale's been pretty much matchup proof this year. He's been very solid as a PPR flex, and so I think he's a very good ad this week. Should definitely be rostered in more than 27.1% of leagues. That's for sure. Xavier Legette's another one to keep an eye on, rostered in 25% of leagues. He's playing the Bears this week. Not a great matchup. Don't expect Carolina to do a whole lot. Bears have a legit defense, but he's a young receiver that should continue to grow as the year goes on. Explosive playmaker. So I think he's a good one to pick up on your bench and, you know, could maybe be worth a start down the road. Someone that could be a start as soon as this week, though, y'all, Trey Tucker. Devontae Adams banged up, not sure when he's coming back. And Trey Tucker took on a very expanded role and did pretty good with it this past week. Had a rushing touchdown, had a good amount of reception. So Trey Tucker seems to be an integral part of the Raiders' offense moving forward. So Denver, not the easiest matchup. They've been pretty stingy on defense as of late, but, you know, if he's going to get volume, I think he's going to be pretty good. Uh-oh, this is some news I didn't know about. He got a concussion. He's in protocol. Okay, so keep an eye on that, y'all. If he's out, well, I mean, obviously don't start him this week, but I think yeah, I didn't hear about him getting a concussion. I don't know. Let's see who'd be the next man up here. We're going to do this on the fly. When I did my show prep, I didn't realize he had a concussion. No, I don't. Damn, that must have, I don't know, Bogey. I don't hear, I don't see anything about him having a concussion, bro. And I didn't hear Lee say anything in our chat either. Where'd you hear that, bro? I don't see that. So, well, let's hope he doesn't have a concussion. I don't think he is. Bogey, I think, got him mixed up with somebody else because I just looked it up. He looks like he's good. So, yeah, I think he's maybe this other guy, McAllister. No, they had a guy, yeah, Tyreek McAllister. He was the guy that was like their third receiver. He left the game with a shoulder injury. But DJ Turner was another one that was involved. He had a rushing touchdown. And then, of course, Jacoby Myers. Jacoby My Baloney as a first name. 5 for 49 on 10 targets. So, decent. And, no, you're good, bro. You're good. All right. After the big Pollard game, I got offered Garrett Wilson for Pollard. Would you take it? Ooh, yes, I would, but not immediately. I don't think it's a smash accept, but I would probably do it. And assuming you have the running back depth, like if you've got other running backs that are pretty decent and can afford to give up Pollard, yeah, because I think better days are ahead for Garrett Wilson, but I think we're gonna have to admit that Garrett Wilson is not the elite WR1 like we thought he would be, but I think he'll eventually get to where he's at least a high-end WR2 at WR1 upside once he gets more comfortable at Rodgers. It's going to take time. I mean, we're only 4 weeks in his first year with Rodgers, but I think as the year goes on, he'll get more and more involved, and he should be one of those second-half darlings, I would think. So this is one, take advantage of people panicking about Wilson. Garrett Wilson's definitely going to be a player that I'm going to try to target in trades this week. So, yeah, take Garrett Wilson, bro. I think that's worth it because Tajay Spears is still there in Tennessee, and he makes it to where Pollard's not a workhorse. The only reason Pollard did as good as he did tonight is because of the game script. It was a positive game script for them. Most weeks they're going to be in a negative game script, which is going to favor Tajay Spears because he's more the third down back. So, yeah, sell high on Pollard and buy low on G-Dub. Yeah, we'll have a little stock report once we finish up with this waiver wire stuff. Who we got left? Dontavian Wicks, y'all. Christian Watson hurt again. Surprise, surprise. He's the freaking Anthony Richardson receiver. That guy cannot stay healthy. So, Dontavian Wicks, a good play this week going against the Rams. No problem, brother. Dontavian Wicks going against the Rams. I think that's a good play. The Bears, they're pretty good against the Rams. Rams not the best defense. Wicks, the new big play guy in Green Bay. Jordan Love back healthy, connected with him for 2 tugs this past week. So go out and get Dontavian Wicks for show, even if it's just as a bench piece. And in deeper leagues, if he's there, he might be worth a start this week. So 9.5% roster, go get Wicks. Another one to go get Josh Downs. Josh Downs got dropped in a lot of places, but he burst onto the scene this week with Joe Flacco, and Anthony Richardson can't stay healthy to where if Joe Flacco gets in there, Josh Downs is going to be a freaking fantasy beast. So go ahead and get Josh Downs. Him and Dontavian Wicks, shoot, I'd say they might be my top 2 waiver wire targets this week. I'm definitely going to prioritize them in leagues, that's for sure. So, yeah, go get Josh Downs. He's got potential to be a PPR stud. Jordan Whittington, this is one for real deep leagues. Jordan Whittington, he was more involved this past week against Green Bay, and he's another one that I'm going to be prioritizing in a good amount of places because no Cooper Kupp this week for sure, and then no Puka the next 2 weeks with the IR designation. And they're saying the Puka injury might stretch beyond the 4 weeks. He might miss half the season to where – in that case, Jordan Whittington, I think, is the guy there at the Rams because Tutu and Demarcus Robinson are 2 big play dependent, and Tyler Johnson just ain't it. I mean, he's a backup. He's not a starting caliber receiver. So, I mean, that leaves the rookie Jordan Whittington as the guy, and I don't think he's Puka. He's not quite on that level, but as the year goes on, he might get to where he's a pretty solid PPR option. So I go ahead and get Jordan Whittington. Brighter days are ahead for that Rams defense. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, routing routes all over, 90% participation. Yeah, that's huge, man. Yeah, get ahead of the curve here. Kind of like I was saying with Tank Bigsby. It's like you might not be seeing the results just yet, but get ahead of the curve. Get ahead of the pack if you have the bench space. So, yeah, get Jordan Whittington if you've got room for sure. And then this one's going to sound ugly, y'all, but Juju Smith-Schuster with the Rashee Rice injury. Someone's got to catch passes over there besides Kelsey and Worthy, and it might be Juju. It also could be, Sky Moore or Mecole Hardman. So I wouldn't go spend a bunch of fab on Juju, but, if you're kind of down bad at receiver, he might be worth a look. So I hate to say that, but, I mean, he is someone that Mahomes has chemistry with. Is Kareem Hunt going to be the workhorse RB1 even when CEH comes back? Yeah, I mentioned him. Yeah, it looks like he'll be a good play. The thing is, Pacheco, he should be back. I think they're saying by like week 10. So it's like I wouldn't go spend your whole fab budget on Hunt, but I'd spend a good amount, especially if you're in a pinch and really need a running back for right now. Because I think for the next few weeks he's going to be their main guy. I think he'll be ahead of The rookie steal, be ahead of Piron, and yeah, he'll be ahead of CEH. All those guys are more like gadget kind of backs. Hunt's a guy that's capable of being a primary early down guy. So, yeah, I think he'll be their RB1, but I don't think he'll be like quite as good as what we were expecting out of Pacheco, but I think he'll be pretty solid, though. So, then real quick, tight ends, not a whole lot to like here. Taysom Hill is having a hell of a week, had 2 touchdowns, but then got hurt again. You know, if he can come back this week, he might be worth a look as a. Hope I didn't even switch the slide to receiver. My bad. Oh, now we're on the tight ends, damn it. So if Taysom's healthy, could be worth a look, but he didn't play till Monday. So this week's my favorite streamer is probably Cade Otton. He plays Thursday at ATL. I think he's a good play, especially with Mike Evans banged up and the third receiver, Jalen McMillan, the rookie, likely out again. So I think Cade Otton's a really good streamer this week. He's been getting more involved in that explosive Bucks offense. There's a good compliment to Godwin and Evans. So, yeah, I like Cade Otton a lot. Only 6.2% rostered. He's my favorite tight end streamer. And another one to keep an eye on if you miss out on Otton is Tucker Kraft. Tucker Kraft, I believe, had the most points of any tight end this past week. Now that Jordan Love's back, looks like the tight end's going to be featured again more in Green Bay. And Tucker Kraft seems to have the upper hand on Luke Musgrave as far as being the more involved pass-catching tight end. So Tucker Kraft, one of those Iowa tight ends, the Iowa pipeline, runs strong. I think he's in Iowa. No. He is in Laporta's the Iowa guy. Tucker Kraft, I think, went to like South Dakota State or something. But either way, he seems like one of those like tough kind of tight ends. So shout out Tucker Kraft, only 4.5% rostered. I think he's a pretty good play as well this week against the Rams. So there you go. That's the waiver wire. Take it for what it's worth. We'll have more talk on that tomorrow on tomorrow's mornings. Wake your game up. So if y'all want perspective from the whole panel, y'all can tune in tomorrow morning on the Gen Wealth Net, as well as Spencer the Guru channel, Heart to Start channel, and the Peacock channel. Speaking of Peacock, head on over to neonpeacockmerch.com. I think that sale expired. I didn't update the graphic. My bad, y'all. But he does run a lot of sales on his site. Go check it out. neonpeacockmerch.com. Actually, let's run his little commercial, and then we'll transition to the next segment. Let me pull that joint up. Peacock. Where is that thing? Oh, that's on the other one. I always get confused here. Yeah, let's do it, y'all. Shout out to Peacock, y'all. Our sponsor, the Neon Peacock. Oh, it didn't finish playing. My bad, y'all. Let's do it. Let's try it again. Take two. Take two. Live TV, people. Hell yeah. Shout out to Peacock. All right. Let's see it here. Next up, we've got stock report. Stock up, stock down. Who's trending up? Who's trending down? Let's go through it here. Position by position. Going through it here. All right. Let me pull up the screen real quick. My bad. Y'all trying to talk and produce at the same time. Trying to juggle it all. Let's bring Bogey on. I see he's on too. We can talk to Bogey real quick before we go over our humble opinion, see what he thinks of who he thinks up and down. Look at the scores real quick at the what position is this? Whatever it is, it is. We'll just go with it. Wide receivers. Which wide receivers are we liking this week? Stock up, stock down. Let's get him on. Bogey, what up, brother?
My computer was geeking out, but fucking I'm on the phone. You knew I was about to jump on. See you later.
Right? Appreciate you, brother.
All right, look at
Yes.
this. Call me crazy, but no one knows his name. I heard you talking about him, but Jordan Whittington, bro. Like, come on.
Oh yeah, waiver wire for sure. That's
I
why
don't want
this
to put him
week.
like. I don't know if I
This
should.
week I was like, we had to do waiver wire because there's so many good ones this week, man.
Who is there any injuries that are like alarming where there's other guys ahead of him? Like, otherwise,
No,
like,
I mean I broke it down. It's like all that's ahead of him really right now. He's already passed Tyler Johnson. Really, the only other.
I'm talking about like on the waiver wire this week because we.
Oh yeah, the guys I had ahead of him. Oh, probably my top target this week, I'd say, is Dontavian Wicks because of the Christian Watson injury. Wicks to me is the top receiver.
He's the number one pickup.
Number 2, and because of Trey Tucker. Trey Tucker's up next for me because of the Devontae injury, and also they're saying Devontae might get shipped out of there before he even comes back. And in that case, Trey Tucker's that dude at that point. Then Juan apostrophe Dale is one for sure, as well as Josh Downs, bro, in a PPR.
I would put Juan above Trey Tucker.
That's fair.
Yeah. And
because they've also got Jacoby Baloney as a first name over there.
Yeah, okay. If Jacoby Myers Baloney has a first name is available, I would probably put him third.
What up, Tino?
What's up, Tino?
I didn't put Jacoby though. Jacoby's rostered in over half a league, so I didn't include him.
Yeah. I'm talking about the threshold percentage wise.
Yeah. My rule is if you're rostered in over 50, you can't.
But we gotta throw it out there because there's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I had a league where someone dropped him, and I was just like, well, yeah, give him to me.
You ain't lying.
But yeah, anyway, the stock report here, man. I would say, bro, I tell you what. Buy low on Garrett Wilson. I know he said about Rodgers, but it's like buy low because
it's okay. Here's the thing with Rodgers. Now, I didn't mean to cut you off, but when I said Rodgers is very slow and methodical, they're gonna run the play clock all the way down. He got the pre-snap motion, green 80. He looking at everything. He run it all the way down every time.
Mm-hmm.
So that already drains the clock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when they can be efficient and they don't have to be aggressive, this is the style of offense they're going to play. But you go back to Green Bay, it was always concentrated. Devontae Adams in the passing game, the running back, Aaron Jones in the run game. Mm-hmm. We got Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson. It's coming. It's just we got to remember.
We got to wait for it.
Aaron Rodgers coming off an Achilles being that old.
Exactly, and it's a new team. He's still getting comfortable.
And let's take advantage of it.
Exactly.
Let's go get some Garrett Wilsons.
Thank you.
Let's take advantage of it.
Thank you.
Let everyone be disgruntled. What's the schedule coming up for the Jets? Help me out here.
They get the Vikings this week who just gave up Booty.
In London.
Yep, in bloody London, mate. Yep.
What else?
Then we got Buffalo. That should be a shootout. Then Pittsburgh. That could be kind of ugly. Then New England. New England's not that great. So that's 3
So I'm gonna be real. The schedule kind of looks really shitty. Just for him specifically. I'm gonna be real. Now that I just said, but I'm still trying to trade from
Arizona and Indy before the bye.
If I can acquire
Houston, that could be good because Stingley, like we were saying in the chat earlier, Stingley doesn't travel. So that might be a good matchup. Then Arizona's shitty on defense, and the Colts just got by Fields. So, yeah, it might, like I said, just buy low. It might take a little while, but I think by the fantasy playoffs, he's going to be a fucking suck. Because guys, look at their fantasy playoff schedule. Jacksonville to Rams and Buffalo. That's a really friendly fantasy playoff schedule.
The Buffalo one sucks because they have actually been like what number one? Okay, I guess the Ravens aren't a good example.
Yeah, Buffalo can be stingy on defense, but it's like it's Rodgers though. I mean, you already know Rodgers. He'll have some answers for Buffalo, especially that late in the year. When
it comes to Rodgers, I just wanted to emphasize that they are going to run like a least amount of plays when it comes to overall in the league. We definitely want to attach ourselves to faster moving offenses that are running a lot of plays when it comes to fantasy shit, right? But Aaron Rodgers, he's very slow and methodical and efficient. So we just, I mean, it sucks because you got to wait to get him back into his groove. But what's insane is that we are seeing it. There's some drives where he's fucking surgical, bro. And then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Because it also is Nathaniel Hackett still. He has a shitty play caller. It's like, do we need Aaron Rodgers to just fucking like
he's gonna have to call his own play? Yeah,
like
I
every
hate
play, do we
Nathaniel
need Aaron
Hackett.
Rodgers to change every play?
Well, the thing is, though, I think the reason he wants Nathaniel Hackett because Nathaniel Hackett's a yes man that just goes along with whatever the hell Rodgers wants. So Rodgers is basically the offensive coordinator. Let's be real. Nathaniel Hackett is a goofball. That's why Rodgers wants him because Rodgers doesn't want a strong leader.
Nathaniel Hackett is Adam Gase to Patrick Peyton Manning.
Yeah, he just wants a guy in there that's gonna just, you know, basically pat him on the ass, like, you know, good job, kid, like, or good job, bud. Like that's all. He don't want a hard coach, but that's why he refused to trade to New England. He didn't wanted no part of Bill Belichick, the evil emperor himself.
Are we segueing? Because I was just gonna segue right into one of my humble opinions.
All right, let's get the dude real quick here.
Okay,
Crooners Live. It says, "Man, what do I do with A-Chain?"
Ooh,
that's definitely a stock down, and it's like, yeah, at this point, I know it's like
too much on him. Don't expect much. Just get what you need.
Yeah, I'd almost just.
London.
This might be one where you might just need to sell low because it's like the schedule.
Not even low. Go after what you need.
Flip him for a receiver. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
You don't go lateral here. First of all, I'm always opposed to all the lateral trades. I'm never talking preference trades. Like, oh, I like this running back better. You like him better. Let's switch running backs. That never usually works.
Yeah, that's stupid.
If I have A-Chan, I'm looking for something I need. I'm targeting someone who needs running back. We're to the point that they'll take A-Chan coming off a bad week. Because if you're going to move him right now, you're not getting much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I would hold unless you get something to where, like, yeah, if you need a receiver and someone's willing to trade you like a Garrett Wilson.
Or
like
London.
We just talked
Garrett
about.
Wilson, London,
yep,
guys
Drizzy,
like that.
Yep, Godwin.
No, you can't get Godwin. Yeah. He's on fire, bro, and he has God.
But Mike Evans, though, it's like Mike Evans, though.
Mike Evans did have a good game.
That's kind of unrealistic too. I'm trying to think of something.
He just came off a good game.
Yeah, right. Nico's too high, Marv's too high. Here's one for y'all. If y'all want to flip,
go after Tank.
Yeah, Tank the R2 receiver that's also kind of struggling right now. Brandon,
give me.
Hold on.
Let's go.
Hold on, Bogey. Hold on. Ayukin.
Oh, he's been really shitty.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? And he's gonna get better.
What you're talking there.
He's gonna get better.
I like that shit.
He's gonna get better. We already know it. He's just slow because he didn't practice this offseason. He's gonna get better. He's too talented.
Hey, Spencer Guru, what week are we going into?
Week 5.
Right? You know what's so funny? People aren't patient. They can't wait.
100%. This is the perfect time to make trades. This is the perfect time to make trades, 100%.
Take advantage of the motherfuckers. It's still a long war. We lost a lot of good men out there.
Yes, we have. So there you go. Yeah, speaking of, in my humble opinion, all right, I'm going to give y'all my first humble opinion. I hope I'm not stealing yours, Bogey, because I want to give this. It's happened organically here.
Come on, Guru.
My first humble opinion is trade between weeks 5 and 10. Don't be that guy that well, if you were that guy that traded early, well, shame on you. It's already over knowing. But it's like, don't be that guy that just gets himself in a big hole and at the deadline's panicking to try to swing some blockbuster. Use the middle of the season to make trades. This is the perfect time to make trades because you can not only buy low on players, you can kind of look ahead, set yourself up for the playoffs. You know, I don't recommend looking too far ahead, but it's like if you can find something that makes sense for both parties and it happens to line for the fantasy playoffs, and that's bingo. There's just a lot of different ways you can play it to where I just feel like now is when I'm going to start getting active in the DMs with trades. So in my humble opinion, if you've been kind of sleeping with the trades and really been messing with them, strike now, you know, because guess what? The motherfuckers have been bombarding you with offers. They'll come back. That's why I don't feel bad when I reject an offer, don't respond to an offer. Because like they're gonna come back because if you've got the good dope on your team, if you got the depth and the
you got that
players,
good work?
exactly, they're
You got
gonna
that
come
good dope.
back. So
I
it's
love
like,
how Spencer Guru used that analogy. Yes. If you got that good dope, they coming through. We're gonna talk that business. We want the bag.
exactly.
You got the good work. Let's go. I'm all about it. And you know what,
Yep.
too? And for everyone who might be a little skeptical or shook, regime, whatever the fuck you want to call it, categorize it as. You look. I want you to. If you're like a 2-2, and you know not even 2-2s, 1-3, 0-4. Are we there? Yeah, 0-4, 1-3, shit like that.
I don't have any 0-4s, but I do have a few 1-3s.
But I'm just saying though, I want these motherfuckers right now to not be shook. Look across the landscape of your league. There might be a dude who had Rashid Rice, and he was killing it with him, and he's like one of the best teams. He's dead now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to look at motherfuckers. Hey, and if you are a 1-3, look at all the other 1-3s or the offers. Or the Ofer Gophers, bro. It's not over. It's only the first.
Gophers, bro.
Yeah, the
they're
Ofer
gonna be
Gophers.
panicking, bro. The Ofer Gophers.
The Ofer Gophers is panicking, bro. You know what you do with the Ofer Gophers? You can get their best players. You know what's crazy too is the Ofer Gophers right now. They're probably really beat up. They got all the dead motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, they've had bad luck. You know it's crazy. I don't have any.
If your team is dead, you're probably Ofer right now. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is.
Well, the thing is, though, it's like even if you are an Ofer Gopher, I mean, if someone's willing to trade you, if you've got Josh Allen, right, and someone's willing to flip you like a James Conner, a Travis Kelce, and a Shaheed, it's like I'd take all that for the Stallion. Like, I'm doing that because it's like then I can kind of patch up some of those holes, and it's like I could probably find a QB. You know, I might have a backup QB that's somewhat okay to where it's like, yeah, I'd be like, fuck it. Yeah, you don't want to be an Ofer Gopher, but if you are,
an Ofer Gopher that wants to fight till the end.
No, exactly. Yeah, no, but if you're in position that if you're not an Ofer Gopher, which I actually out of my 13 leagues, I only have looking at it, I only have 2 1-3s, no Ofer Gophers. So not to pat myself on the back, but
let's go. We playmakers. And we're playmakers.
Right? I mean, I'm playing leagues with degenerate savages, bro. So it's
out
like
of 26 leagues, I think I have one 0-4.
Myself, damn it.
It's a dynasty joint. I'm all the way injured.
Oh shit! Yeah, I was kind of worried. I started off Ofer Gopher through 2 weeks in Gen Wealth, but I've ripped off 2 dubs in a row now. I'm back in the game.
We had 500.
I'm back in the fucking game, and I had a big point total this week. I remember Kiddo was dogging and Tino saying like, you ain't been scoring, but I scored this week. God damn it, I had them 400, 395, bitch. I think, damn it, Kiddo still outscored me. I was like, I had to end Derek. Fuck. But I was right there with him, damn it. Guru Nation, baby.
Oh, give it to me straight, Doc. Did I win in the GWN? I didn't look at none of my scores.
You did. You're 3-1. Yeah, you're 3-1 in there. You're 3-1. It just updated. Okay, right now I'm tied with Ear to the Street. Shout out to Lee for 6th place for that last playoff spot. Let's fucking go.
There you go.
Shout out to Ear to the Streets. Yep. And then
we ain't even thinking about it.
Yeah, El Capitan, you, Ginger Ninjas, and Kidda are a 2nd and 3-1, and then fucking Derek, man. Most points in the league, 4-0. Salute to Derek. That motherfucker.
Derek is the truth.
Derek is him, bro. I gotta say,
he is not terrible.
He kicked my ass in fucking the SPI. He had over 200 points. Like, what the fuck? He had the highest total in the league this week.
When we were in Vegas and I was doing the Eastside League draft, and I'm fucking incapacitated, Bogey. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah,
mean?
you were going to be. What
He
should
was
I
grabbing me by the
do?
shirt. What the fuck are you doing, man?
Oh yeah, Derek. Yeah,
Antoine
he was
Whitfield
your.
was on the board. Smacking me around, bro. Wait, thank you, Derek. Thank you. Whoa, I'm back. I'm back. Then it would
Yeah,
be like 10 minutes later, I'm laid out again. Like, get your ass up, you're on the clock.
that
Fuck
sounds
is
like
wrong with you? This is the
that's like
real
a hell of a
thing.
time. Man, y'all got to come out for the Super Bowl, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
And
It's
speaking of
gonna be
that, my
Here's
dad's
the
got
thing,
a
though. It's
humble
super. We got a
opinion.
book now, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, at some point in October, we'll have a power meeting in the next week or two to try to
Yes,
see, because Kidda said he'd be about it, and Derek, I
I'm about it.
believe. So, like, and maybe Tino, El Capitan, like, he could probably get like 4
Hey,
or
we're gonna
5 of
shout out
y'all out
all the
here.
homies, bro.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Peacock.
send Olive Branch, as they call
Yep,
it,
the
right?
whole GWN's gonna be out here
Come on,
live
man.
and on scene.
I mean,
Live
come on,
on
man. We
location.
gotta go to the Guru Nation.
100%. Yeah, let's come straight to the source. And speaking of that, bro, like my boss today at NOLA.com was saying he wants me to help out with the Super Bowl coverage. I'm like, all right, bet. I told him, I was like, I'll go interview people on the street,
Hey, look at this. I made a phone call.
Appreciate that. And
Let's
yeah,
get my guy in the fucking Super Bowl coverage.
Oh, exactly, right. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna plug in my computer before we close this bitch out. Oh shit.
I know I'm trying to think
Give
of
you
some
a
other
humble opinion, Bogan.
okay. In my humble opinion, science and medicine. I want you to save my Niners. Because we're all dying. And I need science and medicine to help Christian McCaffrey. And then I need the football gods to help us get us there to the point where we can bring back a Christian McCaffrey and it makes sense. Like, if we get to, there's a realm where we get to November and we're dead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, y'all need that bitch back. I mean, Mason's been holding it down, but
I was a Lions fan tonight. Fuck the Seahawks.
Right?
We need to come back somehow, some way, in order to bring back McCaffrey when we get to the postseason. So
Right.
like I said, in my humble opinion, now I'm gonna relate it to fantasy. You're dead if you have CMC, bro, and redraft in a fucking dynasty, whatever. Do what you gotta do, but we might not see him for the regular fantasy season, which is till week 14.
Tito, what the hell? I walk in on a CMC prayer.
Listen, hold on. Oh, come on. Uncle Jerry, he prays every night. Okay?
Hey, I said earlier, deep league waiver wire ad, Dalvin Cook. They're about to elevate him and demote Zeke.
Never.
I'm telling y'all, man, Dalvin Cook. He's gotten time to get fresh. I think he could be a pretty good ad. Like,
I might have been a little inebriated. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll give that one to you.
All right, one more.
Go ahead and get the Dalvin Cook. Tell me how that works out. It's all about Rico Dowdle.
No, I said that. I was like, it's gonna be a committee with Dalvin Cook and Rico Suave. Suave ain't going nowhere. It's Zeke that's about to get demoted.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Fuck his life.
Here we go. All in one show. Trade question. Kelsey and Pollard for Olave and Mason. Oh, hell yeah. Mason's that dude, bruh. CMC.
Yeah, and then go pick up Isaac Garendo right away, too.
Basically dead. Like, I think Mason's going to be relevant all year. And it's like he's a big upgrade over Pollard. Sell high on Pollard. He's a great sell high candidate after tonight because it was a positive game script. They're not going to have many positive game scripts moving forward. And you're getting Olave,
we might not
Kelsey.
See CMC in a regular fantasy season.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and Kelsey's getting up there. I know he had the good week this week, but again, sell high. Olave, I think, is just as good or better the rest of the way. So yeah,
hold on. Run that back. So he's gonna bring
Kelsey and Pollard for Olave and Mason.
What tight end does he have though? You feel me? Because then like Kelsey's actually gonna be like that that guy we're looking
Yeah,
for.
Kelsey's gonna be that guy again now that Rashee Rice is
so
out.
my bad. I don't want to get too excited for that one. I just need to know what tight end you got. Because
Yeah,
remember,
for sure. I'd probably still take
it's
it, but
not
yeah, I
selling
get your
high
point.
on
Hope my
Kelsey right
headphones
now.
died,
You know what I
damn it.
mean? That's not selling high on Kelsey, so to speak. Because if you play in a tight end league, that fucking tight end spot is fucking muy importante, bro.
I know, but I mean,
You
you're
know what
getting
I'm saying?
Chris Olave
Yeah.
though, bro.
Yeah. You know how I feel
Chris
about
Olave
Olave.
is him.
I love Olave, but I don't fuck with Derek Carr or that line.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even really
keep
get my Saints
things.
talk in this week, but I mean, it was just like, yeah, Derek Carr kind of screwed us for surely.
I mean, you know what fucked up? When Taysom Hill got hurt. When Taysom Hill got hurt, he left the game and fucked it all up.
Yeah, no, that really did. And Eric McCoy being out's hurt. Yeah, if Carr had all his soldiers, he'd be good. The problem with Carr is that he's the kind of motherfucker that he needs all his soldiers. Like if he ain't got, certain ones, like, he's kind of fucked. So like,
Yeah, he is kind of like that though.
He's the kind of quarterback. He's only good when everything around him is perfect. Oh damn, no tight ends. He's down bad. 0-4.
Yeah, then okay. I don't know if that move. I mean, if you're 0-4, here, how about this?
I don't know, man. I'd still do it, man. If you're 0-4, you need to win now, and fucking Mason's gonna be a big upgrade for you over Pollard. That's just my humble opinion on that.
Yeah,
I would think
and Mason's playing against the Niners. The Niners playing against the Cardinals this week. They've been giving some booty on the ground. You know what? Here's my thing, man. I would still take a good look at the rest of your league. How wounded are you? The only 0-4? Is there 1-3s? Who are you playing this week? Are you playing one of them motherfuckers? Right?
Yeah, it's possible. It's just one of them deals where, like, if you get a good offer like that, to me, you gotta take it. Because then if you don't take it, then you risk passing on it. And it's like, then if you don't get another deal,
he's giving up Kelsey and who?
And Pollard. Okay. The thing to me, Pollard's like a big. I mean, Mason is a big.
I can't stand Pollard. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. This is the perfect.
That's what I'm saying. Like Pollard just had a freak night tonight. Yeah, sell him. That's why I was just taking. Convince me, that's a good deal.
Gonna make that an offense, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like the Dolphins are in shambles.
I give up on this. These things suck. Let me give my last humble opinion. My apologies. There's an echo. I tried to get the headphones working, but I ain't having any luck, and I'm a little too inebriated.
My computer shitted on me. I'm on the phone. Fuck it. Things like this can occur in the field.
Exactly. Yeah. So my apologies, y'all. It's a power hour. Damn it. We're giving this is bonus time. We've been over an hour. So y'all better not complain. Oh, Tino sounds all right. Appreciate it, Tino. All right, here we go. In my humble opinion, and I know y'all might not like this because as NFL fans, we tend to want more games, but guess what, y'all? We have gotten too much with these Thursday night games and the lack of preseason because it kills the start of the season. Week 1 through 4 were rough, man. So in my humble opinion, the NFL, I'm not saying cut the season, but the NFL has got to let the things develop. And to me, they need to make it to where they put more emphasis on the training camp in the preseason to give these guys time to get ready.
You gotta give them money,
and which they will in this new CBA. But
it's like, hey, show up, you get money, then they'll do it.
Well, this is my thing. This is my thing too, also, and it's kind of a deep opinion because it's a little more than just a typical, like, real quick. Here's the thing: get rid of Thursday night football. Figure out something.
I want to backpack that. Can I backpack that?
Yeah.
Take it to Friday night football. Fuck you, high school football. I'm sorry.
Right? I mean, it's like one of those things. I mean, high school football, like, I mean, the people that like high school football like high school football. It's like, I don't think people are not going to go to high school football because of the NFL. Like, if your kid's playing high school football, you're going to still go watch your kid.
Exactly.
And it's like, so Yeah, if anything, like, I mean, like, it's like, fuck it, bro. The way college football going, make it a mix. You could make it a mix. You could make it to where you'll have some college games on fucking Sunday and then some NFL on Saturday. Like, kind of mix it up. And you could even make it to where you'll have weeks to where, like, early on, the Bills might just be like, well, he's not really in sync to where it's like you might not even want to play Josh Allen or something. I know that sounds crazy, and I don't think a team like that with a player that good would ever do that. But I'm just saying, though, if it's like, if you expand the season and give them more time, I mean, I guess, though, to wrap it up, so I don't get too crazy and down a rabbit hole, my basic point with this humble opinion is that the NFL has a problem. And that's these damn early season injuries. There are way too many early season injuries happening. And to me, they've got to do something about that. And I think a good way to prevent it is have more time to get these guys ready and also make it to where actually this is what I thought of the other day. I should have said it earlier, but to me, this is what you should do. Make the first 4 weeks, because all these leagues are going to this shit. Make the first 4 weeks
A half
an
game?
in-season tournament.
This is not soccer.
I don't care, bro. Give them
You're
something
trying to do half point things that add to things, right? I see what you're doing.
Yeah, but I think the thing is, it's like, I mean, I'm probably drunk and rambling right now, but my point is that they
I
need
got
to do
one.
something, though,
Hey, when you're done, I got one more.
to stop these, like, because it's like the way it is, it's so like brutal. Where if it's like an in-season tournament, teams can kind of pick their spots, and then it's like, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's not for long.
I mean, if there was enough games, watch when they get to 18 games at one point, right? If they actually get to
yeah, they'll definitely do an
they're gonna start
in-season
doing time
tournament at
management
that
or
point.
fucking what do they call it? Load management.
Right.
They'd be like, oh, we're playing the Jags this week. Put in the second stringers.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah,
You know
like
what
the
I
Bills
mean?
could do that. All right, we're playing
And
the
we'll
Jags
have
this
to
week.
like
We're gonna
adapt to it
start
as
Mitch
fans.
Trubisky.
Oh my god. Trubisky.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
All right,
You know
enough
what?
about that. I didn't mean to bring the mood down. I'm just saying,
In
though,
my
it's just
humble, oh no, wait, are we getting bad Josh Allen news?
no, he's straight.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they already load manage RBs. Yeah, so I'll be honest with y'all. I was kind of scrambling tonight to get everything together. Next week
No,
we'll have
all
some
good. I
better
got one for
humble
you.
opinions. But
I
close
got
us
one
out
for
with a
you.
strong humble opinion, Bogey.
I got a really strong one right here. In my humble opinion, the fucking London games suck major dick.
Thank
Why the
you.
fuck are we going to London?
Thank you. Yeah, that
I
shit's
like
so
waking
dumb.
up and watching football, but then it's like the preseason where I'm like, oh my god, football is back. Yeah, you watch the preseason, you're oh, this is whack. That's how I feel when I watch a fucking London game. I better see a fucking shootout miraculously, some fucking way, somehow. Because it's never usually like that, Brody. You know what I mean? Because the biorhythms are off, bro. Biorhythms, man. It's a real thing, man.
Yeah, well, Aaron Rodgers is gonna be the first one to go. I bet he'll reference that if they lose. He'll probably say, "Well,
My
my
biorhythms were
biorhythm
off.
was not where it normally is,
My
and so
biorhythms and my
as a
pH
result,
balance were off, man.
yeah, as a result, I just couldn't quite get in tune with my highest self, and I think I'm gonna have to take 2 weeks off and go to Egypt and find myself, and I'll return to the team
And be
and
incredibly selfish.
hope they're still in it." Right? Fucking Rogers, bro.
He's like that.
Man, he was the subject of all the memes on Sunday. So I'm guessing you saw it, Bogo. He had the towel over his head, or he was just like,
Yeah.
they were like, he's
You know,
officially a New York Jet.
I mean, it was really bad, bro. You know what's the best thing that he could hang his hat on right now? Is like, well, they just beat the Buccaneers.
Wait, no, they didn't.
You talking about the Broncos? They just beat the
Oh, no, you
Buccaneers.
said Rodgers. I was like, wait,
Yeah, I'm talking about Rodgers.
Buccaneers.
You could be like, well, they just beat the Buccaneers.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Like,
well, he
they're
did
not
admit
just
in the
shitty.
presser, he did admit that he missed throws. But the thing is, it's like, I've listened to, man, did you see, do you watch Nightcap Bogey with Unc and Ocho?
I mean, I see the clips. You know what I mean?
I watched almost the whole show last night because they had Prime on there.
Oh, word. Okay, I gotta watch
Bro,
it.
that shit was hilarious, bro. Prime was busting Shannon's balls about that fucking IG Live shit. He's like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you on there going, he was fucking him, bro. And Unc was like, now y'all see why I don't answer his calls. Now y'all see why I put up this. Yeah, he making fun of me, man.
Oh,
Prime was killing him. Prime at one point even said, he's like, man, I'm a head coach now, man. I gotta watch myself, man. I'm a head coach now. Y'all got me talking.
Damn, bro. You know what's so crazy?
Prime was cutting up.
Shay knows. Shay's a genius. He knows how to manufacture virality, bro.
Shay a fool, then Ochos. They're all
oh my god, he knows how to go viral, bro.
The three of them together was
oh my god. And
that
you
was
know what's so funny?
Gold, man.
It's like Ocho, although he was a showboat, he's like a fucking God-fearing man. He's like, you know, he was raised by women, so he's very respectful.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he comes off as Fim, like he's real, like kind of.
Yes, I'm not gonna knock him.
He's real kind of like, yeah, he's real. I mean, he's a good dude, but he's very like.
That element, though, is what I'm pointing out. He brings that like sensitive male perspective, and then you got, you know what I mean?
And you got fucking Uncle. Prime was killing him, bro.
No fucking way.
And you know what else? Prime also killed the fucking Panther.
Oh my god, hold on, bro.
And then Unc got on him. He's like, you do realize that's where your son might end up going. And then I was like, man, don't even go there, man.
Hey, look at man.
He's like, the dog might get drafted over there, Prime. You be talking on him like.
Oh, that shit's hella funny.
And he even said, you know what's crazy? They asked him that. What if Shador gets drafted to a bad team? Are you gonna pull a Mannings and not have him go there? And he's like,
yeah. He asked him that.
Yeah, you know what he said? He said no. You know why? He's like, man, he's like, I didn't make it easy on Shador. I gave him no silver spoons. I gave him a wood spoon. He used to adversity. So wherever he goes, he's used to adversity. So he basically said he's like, he'll go wherever he gets drafted. He don't care.
He's going to be throwing the ball at Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, send him to the Giants. That'd be great. He'd be in New York and work with Malik Neighbors.
He'll love that media, too.
Oh, yeah, definitely. No, that'd be the perfect landing spot for him, to be honest.
Yeah, and in my humble opinion, it's also a reverse jinx selfishly. I think my Niners are doomed. and the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah,
they all going down, but just alone, the Cowboys are doomed.
Yeah, well,
Niners are doomed.
I don't watch it that much, Tino, but I watch it enough to know about Travis Hunter. And they actually asked Prime about Travis Hunter. You know what Travis Hunter, you know what Prime said about Travis Hunter? He's like, man, the scouts ask me all the time, is he a wide receiver or a cornerback? I always tell them both, because he's like, if you play him at receiver and your corners are getting burned, you're going to want to put him at corner. But if you play him at corner and your receivers are handling, you're going to want to put him at receiver.
Prime was a corner that you can line up at receiver if you wanted.
Yep.
He could reverse engineer it.
Yep.
Richard Sherman was a receiver under Jim Harbaugh, but they had Doug Baldwin and they had other receivers. Like, nah, man, you a corner now, Richard Sherman. Jim Harbaugh made him a corner in Stanford, and he's like, you just got to reverse engineer that shit. I mean, he didn't say that to him, but in my version, he's like, just got to reverse engineer that shit. You a Stanford guy. Bam! Became one of the best corners in the league.
Yep. Yep.
Travis Hunter is probably going to try to. All right. When is he eligible? This year?
Yeah. Him and Shador, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So if they play him more at receiver this year, it's a tell. because
they're playing him both.
Yeah, but if they play him more at receiver,
I think he plays basically every snap.
Okay, there it is. Because he's going to want to declare as the receiver.
Oh yeah, because whatever's gonna make more money, and the receivers make more money.
Exactly. Why would you get signed as a corner? Remember Lamar Jackson, like, oh, you're a return man. The fuck? Remember that shit?
Yeah, that's Ocho brought up the point. Ocho brought up he wants that WR money. There it was. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Ocho is right. Yeah. Yep, that's what it is.
They be trying to, them peoples be trying to do that shit, B. Shit's funny.
Yep.
Yeah. In my humble opinion. Shit's funny.
Yeah.
There it is, right
there. It is, y'all. There it is. In my humble opinion, another one in the books, Bogey. So, yeah, let them know about Wake Your Game Up tomorrow.
Hey, man, check us out. Wake Your Game Up on the Gen Wealth Net, on YouTube, and on the Guru Nation, and Heart to Start, and Neon Peacock. We just multi-stream everywhere. Wherever you find us, we're just trying to help y'all win championships. Hey, let's go.
Let's get it. All right, well, let's go put a bow on this power hour. We ran a little long, but appreciate y'all that stuck it out with us. It was a fun one. We'll be back again next Monday. Same time, same place. Appreciate y'all.